Good afternoon, tankers. This is TLP Weasel 42. I'm bringing you a Clan Wars Frontlines Operation Overlord match. We've got UNL versus DPV. This is the second day of the Clan Wars Frontlines Operation Overlord event. They've already started doing their tank selection here. Training room up. I've got Reforming B doing the room moderating for me. As soon as we told them to start picking tanks, oh, you got Dwarf on Drugs on the wrong side there, B. There you go. So as soon as we told them to pick tanks, UNL was boom all over it. So obviously this is the first round for these guys, or first round for this matchup. Both of these teams desperately need to get some points.
Time's up, here we go.
Alright, both of these teams desperately need points to get into the finals weekend. They're both just outside the cutoff point right now, but with plenty of battles to happen today, every team's got 2 more games to play. You know, you never know how that's going to go. So these teams definitely need to get as many points here as they possibly can. We've got UNL on the left side in red, representing the Allied forces. They're coming out with a Bat Chat, 3 IS-7s, an FV-215B, and 2 AMX-50Ps. Over on the right side, DPV is coming out with an E4, 2 Bat Chats, 3 IS-7s, and a T-57 Heavy. UNL going down the goat road, as I call it. The little pass that's right along the mountain ridge. DPV trying to go as close to the bottom of the map edge as possible. You can see a lot of blind fire shots being thrown that way. Mata in the Bat Chat, he only detected 2 of the IS-7 so far. UNL has sent 4 of their heavies into the city. But they're trying to get some early damage here. It's not working. They're not hitting. They're not landing those shots with the 50Bs. Both teams making it into the city. No damage has been dealt yet. But DPV's gonna have an overmatch here if the 50Bs don't get back. They're getting back in time. Ringing the bell. DPV has grouped up. Look like they're waiting. The IS-7s on the 0 line have been detected. Every time those cars get blown up, I keep looking to see if someone's getting hit. UNL has 3 guys on the cap, but I'm sure it's just forced the move. Rated but hated gets hit in the ammo rack. DPV playing patient. Everyone's in position on the edges of these roads. Anarchy sneaks up to cancel the cap out. Tanks and Black Raptor might be making a move here to come in behind Anarchy. Logan adjusting to help him. Slugfest going on. Tanks takes a few big hits, but Anarchy down on no health. Logan gets taken down to very small health as well. Anarchy goes down. Logan gets cover before he gets taken out. They're sending Mata after him. Ian getting pummeled. He goes down. UNL has a 2-gun advantage here. And a 14% health advantage as well. Siren's still ringing. 30 seconds to go on it. They take out Logan. DPV has got to take out these one-shot tanks. Great focus fire against Chicken Hunter, but Josh takes out tanks. 2-gun advantage remains for UNL. The damage percentage has shrunken to only 6%. Josh looking to push on Mata. Keeps the building between them. Josh takes a shot into the side of Anvil. Thought Mata was going to make a move on him after during his reload, but Mata's still keeping the building between them. And Anvil gets hit again. There's the move from Mata. Gets another building in between them. Josh is the final tank. And he goes on a reload. UNL takes him out, and with that, they seal a round 1 victory. For the viewers, I'd like to do a quick tally up of the scores as I go along. The scores I do here on stream are not official. They're just a tally up so that the viewer, you the viewer, has an idea of who's winning as we go. UNL would get 20 points for winning this round. They would get 14 points, 2 points for each kill they got, so that's 14. And an extra 5 points for having 5 tanks left alive at the end of the round. That's a 39-point round for UNL. DPV gets 4 points, 2 for each of the 2 kills they got. So UNL taking the first round with a 39-4 lead. Great damage spread. I'll just show that quickly. A great damage spread by UNL. Everybody sharing the damage quite well. And on DPV's side, we have 4 guys breaking 2,000 damage, 1 guy coming close, but 2 of them falling short of even getting 1,000 damage for their team. Get back to the garage. Have they already started selecting tanks? B?
In the process of.
We're going to keep this rolling as we go along today. We've only got 2 battles to bring you today. This one, and then after this we have Immortals versus Corruption, I believe. Well, I'll go down this real quickly. Round 2, we're going to come out with DPV bringing an E4, 2 Bat Chats, 3 IS-7s, and a T-57 Heavy. UNL is going to bring out a Bat Chat, 3 IS-7s, a 215B, and a 50B. So I don't think UNL has changed their lineup. Do you see anything different from DPV?
No, it looks like they're running the same again.
B's got a bit of a
Off we go.
squeaky chair, and he's worried that we'll hear his squeaky chair. DPV representing the Axis in the red, UNL on the right in blue for the Allied forces. See if either team's able to get some early damage here on the crossing. UNL tucking in close to that edge of the map there. Mata going out in the open. He's got enough camo and... Oh, he gets spotted. But he spots Logan as well. UNL staying back. Not actually going for the crossing right away. It's as if they were anticipating the blind fires happening and decided, let's just wait. Let them blind fire as many times as they want. And then we'll leave. And then we'll cross. Dwarf on Drugs does get spotted though. No one else, just Dwarf. So they might have been on, they might have either caught on to that or they think he might have been the only one to cross so far. DPV moved into the city. They've taken up the positions they want. Got the base cap going. Both teams being a little patient here. I thought they were gonna make. I thought UNL was gonna make a move on Josh here, but they decided to back off. Hemville up on the side of that rubble there, corner. I don't know what Black Raptor was shooting at there. Unless he thinks someone's on Goat Road. Rated but hated's gotta cancel that timer out by getting on the inside of that cap circle. Only a couple of small hits have landed so far, but DPV is slightly ahead. Your cap pressure is also advantageous for them right now, because rated but hated can't leave the cap, otherwise it'll start again with 30 seconds. Don't really have a way of resetting Ian. Unless Tanks can land a shot, he's looking for it. Backs off. Tanks knows that he's being pre-aimed on. Goes around that corner. He's gonna get hit by the IS-7 and the T-57, and then probably 2, 3, 4 more times with it by that T-57. He plays it patient, plays it smart, and backs off. Hear the bell chiming on the church tower. Something's gotta give here. DP making a move. Coming after rated. Plaid gets focused fire and he goes down. Rated but hated got focused, and then Ian as well. So UNL takes a quick 2-1 gun lead in that exchange. But Anarchy and Logan are gonna jump on Mata. He goes down. Close battle here. Even guns, even health. Emville getting focused. They're gonna push in on him. More shot and he's gonna go down. He might go down by the ram too. Nope. Rotation here. The Bat Chats try to get around, but Anarchy gets taken down, and Logan as well. Even health, one gun advantage for UNL, but Dwarf is gonna fall in a moment. He's gonna get loaded in time, but oh, he bounces. Tanks is on a reload with 2 tanks pushing on him. Nice! Black Raptor saves him by taking out the IS-7, and Tanks takes out the E4 with his final shot. Spaniel's going to push in and take out Tanks because Tanks is running on a reload, and it's going to come down to a 1v1. Black Raptor versus Spaniel. Black Raptor starts a reload there. I'm not sure how many he had left in his magazine, but he starts a reload and he disengages. He's looking for a different position to approach from. Spaniel avoids the cap. As soon as you touch that cap circle, it rings the bell and everybody knows where you're at. There it is. Guess he feels he likes the position. There's obviously not enough time left in the game for a cap victory. Less than a minute to go. I don't. Black Raptor has one clip to make this happen. Oh, Spaniel gets hit in the ammo rack. 30 seconds to go. What's the magazine reload on the Black Raptors at 50B? Do you know, B?
I don't know. No, I don't know what
He's
the French
definitely
reloads
going to
would
be
be.
loaded in time, though.
It's going to be cutting it close.
This is going to be cutting it close. Here they are. They're close enough to hit each other. Someone's going to end up with a kill here. Black Raptor clinching it. 4 seconds on the clock. Another round victory for UNL. That's 20 points, 14 for the kills, and only a single point for having one left alive. But that's the difference of being 35 points and the 12 points that DPV got. That final shot went from a 12-point round to a 35-point round, and you can see how crucial that can be when you're adding up the points over the course of the entire weekend, right? So UNL taking the first 2 rounds in this matchup, and if they can come out with a 4-0 sweep against DPV, they're still in the contending to make it to the final weekend. I'm trying to see. The final 4 remaining allied teams are UNL, Fame, Immortals, and NFTG. So it's a tough crowd to find your way into the top 2 out of. And over on the Axis side, you've got the Outlaws, DPV, CRPT, and Phoenix. So I mean, we're coming down to some great teams here, and somehow we've got to pick 4 out of these 8. UNL coming out for round 3 with a VAT Chat, 3 IS-7s, a 215B, and 2 AMX-50Bs. DPV is going to bring an E4, 4 IS-7s, and 2 AMX-50Bs. So here we go for round 3. Whenever the timer's done, I think they were all picked and readied early. So It's all right. Kind of fighting off a cold here, so if I mute myself for brief moments in time, it's probably because I'm hacking up a lung or sneezing my brains out. Seems like everyone I'm talking to is fighting something these days, getting over a cold of some sort. UNL in the red, DPV in the blue. UNL's won the first 2 rounds so far. They desperately need a clean sweep to jump in the rankings. If they want to have any chance of making the Final Four. Both of these teams have one more game to play this afternoon, though. Oh, the first time we've seen someone get early damage on the crossing here. Anarchy, the recipient of it. Josh as well. So that early spotting position really paid off this round for UNL. I mean, only 8%, so I mean, a shot in the one shot in the 3 different tanks. But when you come into a fight 1v1, shot for shot, if you're already coming in down a shot, I mean, you're starting at a disadvantage. Teams making their way into the city. So far, both rounds, the north spawn team has put the cap pressure on first. They have a little bit more cap space to play with, so that's probably why. DPV making a full push here on the outside line. Very aggressive, going into Dynexus. They take him down. Chicken Hunter getting focused though, he's on the outside of the push. Gets ammo racked and gets into the buildings for cover. Chicken Hunter goes down. And so does Rated but Hated. So DPV's taking the lead on guns here. Mata's gonna come and take out, oh, Anarchy goes down before he gets to him. So it's a 2-2 game. The 2 autoloaders, Mata's on a reload now though, but Tanks is gonna try and finish Ian off with his final shot. He does. They're both on reloads now. 4v4, pretty even health here. UNL's about to lose. They just do lose their IS-7. 3 tanks left for UNL. All 3 of them on full health, surprisingly enough, after a big brawl, throwdown like that. Spaniel, it's a little bit too aggressive there. Comes around the corner hard, chasing Bata in the bat chat. He's hit a few times for it. Logan gets focused by the magazine of tanks, and he goes down. Josh is going to have some time to put some damage in the tanks while he's on a reload. The Black Raptor comes and takes out Spaniel. Problem here with running these tanks with the burst fire magazines is you end up in a situation like this where all 3 are on reload, and the other team just has free reign to pick one of you and single you out. Black Raptor trying to get away from Cornet, where he's reloaded. And Mata chasing down Josh in the bat chat, puts 2, bounces the second one. Oh, gets hit big by the E4, but that gives Black Raptor the opportunity to come in. Oh, he hits the dead tank. He's not going to have enough in that magazine. Here's that dreaded reload time. Josh is going to get loaded in time to put one in. And DPV takes round 3. Great job, man. So far, we've had 2 round victories for UNL, and round 3 goes towards DPV. They get 20 points for that round win, 14 for killing all 7 tanks, and an extra 2 points for having 2 tanks alive. UNL was able to kill 5 tanks worth 2 points each for 10 points in that round. Lofted Coronet and E4, as we've seen many times, E4 is breaking numbers, breaking 4,000 markers. He got just shy of 4,500. But tanks in the 50B on UNL's side getting 4,800 is 12 for 12 for 12, 3 magazines that he was able to unload. Getting ready for the final round here. DPV has come out with a 4 IS-7, E4, and 250B loadout. UNL is bringing the bat chat 3 IS-7s, a 215B, and 2 AMX 50Bs. Once that 90-second timer has elapsed, we'll get this round started. But we got to give them that time frame, just in case they do decide to try and do a last minute or a last second tank selection. They're technically allowed to do whatever they want, change tanks, pick tanks, up until the last 90 seconds, correct? B?
Correct.
Yeah, so when teams start accusing of counterpicking, I mean, technically they're allowed to. If you can if you can make a counterpicking decision in 90 seconds, I mean, props to you, because there's like a 15-20 second going back to the garage and picking a new tank time frame. I mean, I've had it where I get stuck with that stupid little Sherman driving across the screen for like 30 seconds to a minute. And if you're trying to bank on that as your tactic, that's a little bit risky. DPV in red for round 4, representing the Axis forces. UNL in blue again for the Allied forces. UNL won the first 2 rounds, DPV winning round 3. DPV looking to even this series up at 2 round wins apiece, and UNL hoping to get that 3rd round and keeping their chances of both teams looking to keep their chances of a finals weekend appearance. Both of these teams were, after the first weekend, just barely sitting outside the top 2 slots. But I mean, with only half the battles for this operation completed. It's still open for any team. No team is statistically eliminated at this point. North side team yet again putting the cap pressure on first. That would be DPV, Josh, just like he did in round 2. Both teams patiently waiting it out. 30 seconds on that cap timer though. UNL's got to hit some resets or get someone inside that line. There's the reset, big one they needed. Takes that pressure off. I think it was actually from backing off the cap circle though, not from being shot. Both teams very healthy. Only a percentage point differentiates the two. Couple of shots going into Anarchy and Spaniel as they try to cross the top side here of the church. Josh going in on Dwarf. Pulls him around the corner, but Denaxis comes around the corner as well. Dwarf gets focused. He goes down. He's the first tank to fall here. Denaxis is going to get focused next. Manuel coming down, pushing him back. Josh is in trouble. He stays alive on a sliver of health. That gives DPV the chance to take him out. Chicken Hunter it was, takes out Denaxis. Josh hanging on to a thread of life there, hiding behind the dead UNL tank. DPV is up by 3 guns, but only 4% health. Final 4 UNL tanks are much healthier than all but Hornet and Spaniel on DPV's side. Down goes tanks. 4-1. DPV commanding this game right now. The 2 healthy tanks are coming after Black Raptor. They're gonna put 2 into the back of him, and that's all he wrote. Mata goes down, and Mville finds himself very lonely right now, with 6 guns pointing his direction. tries to take out Josh for that extra 2 points at the end, but doesn't manage to pen that round. DPV coming back in the 4th round with a great showing. 20 points for winning the round, 14 points for killing all 7 tanks, and 6 points for killing, or for 6 tanks left alive. UNL only getting 2 points for that single kill. Again, a disclaimer, I always tell you guys that I am not an official scorekeeper for Clan Wars Frontlines. I just tally the scores as I see them on stream so the viewers know, or at least have an idea of what is going on. Rounds are worth 20 points. Rounds are worth 20 points, kills are worth 2, and tanks left surviving at the end of the round is worth 1. You tally up all 4 rounds to get a total, and then you tally up all 4 games over the weekend to get an overall operation total, and the top half move on, the bottom half are eliminated. So out of this, UNL versus DPV, UNL comes out with 86 points, and DPV comes out with 92. So they were able to have 2 solid 3rd and 4th rounds to actually come out of this matchup with more points than UNL. So although coming to a slow start, I'm sure they're happy with the finish of those 2 rounds. We're going to go to a commercial break, show you the trailer videos for the Operation Frontlines and, the Clan Wars Frontlines and Operation Overlord, and we will be back with Immortals versus CRPT Corruption.